So you live in Redmond, Washington, and you're on the hunt for a great dog trainer. Well, you're in the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to figure out so you can find that perfect professional for you and your dog. Picking the right trainer really is all about setting your dog up for the unique lifestyle we have here. Making sure you can both enjoy a calm walk through the office parks and also have a blast on an adventure at a spot like Marymore. All right, let's talk about what makes having a dog in Redmond a little different. See, a trainer who really knows the area can prep your dog for the specific stuff you're going to run into every single day. Think about a typical Redmond day. One minute you could be navigating a really busy sidewalk near Microsoft, and the next you're on a wooded trail with cyclists zipping by. A good trainer gets this. They'll teach your dog skills that actually apply to your life, like how to be calm on a crowded patio, or how to ignore all the distractions at Redmond Town Center. So how do you actually find one of these great local trainers? Well, it really starts with understanding how they train and what kind of qualifications they have. Let's look at how you can spot a skilled, humane professional. One of the biggest things to look for is a trainer who uses positive, reward-based methods. This kind of training isn't just about teaching commands. It's about building a trusting relationship with your dog and making learning fun for them. And that's what gets you those reliable, long-lasting results. Now, here in Washington State, there's no formal license required to be a dog trainer. That's why certifications are such a good sign. They show you that a trainer has put in the work, invested in their education, and is committed to professional, ethical standards. And all these letters actually point to different specialties. For instance, a KPA-CTP is fantastic for practical, science-based skills, great for general training. But if you're working through something more serious, like fear or reactivity, you might look for a CDBC or CBCC-KA. Those show a much deeper expertise in behavior. It's all about matching the credential to what your dog needs. Okay, let's get into the practical side of things, choosing a program and talking about the budget. What's right for you is really going to depend on your dog's personality and what your goals are. So let's talk trade-offs. Group classes, they're awesome for general manners and getting your dog used to being around other dogs. But if you have a specific issue at home, like your dog going nuts when the doorbell rings, you just can't beat the focused, one-on-one attention you get from private lessons. To help you plan things out, here's a quick look at what training typically costs in Redmond and the greater King County area. As you can see, group classes are the most affordable way to get started. Private lessons give you that customization, and then on the higher end, you have intensive options like board and trains, which are a big investment for some really comprehensive work. And that number right there is a really helpful starting point. For less than $200, you can often get into a multi-week group class. That's a pretty accessible way to start building those basic obedience skills. All right, let's pull this all together into a final action plan. With the right questions to ask, an idea of the local rules, and some great places to practice, you'll be all set to make a great choice. You'll definitely want to have these questions handy when you talk to a potential trainer. I'd pay close attention to how they answer that customization question. A really good trainer should be able to connect what they do directly to your life here in Redmond. And asking how they measure progress is also key, so you know exactly what to expect. It's also super helpful just to know the local rules of the road. Following them isn't just about checking a box. It's really about being a good neighbor and a responsible dog owner in our community. And frankly, good training makes it so much easier to follow all these rules. Once you start your training, these local spots become your real-world practice grounds. I mean, practicing loose leash walking on the Samish River Trail or working on greetings at the town center, that's how you take what you learn in a class and make it actually stick. Because when you get right down to it, that's what this is all about. Finding the right training partner is about so much more than just fixing problems. It's really the first step toward building a better, happier life together. We wish you the absolute best of luck on your training journey. A well-behaved dog just makes every part of life better and more fun, whether you're having people over, just walking through the neighborhood, or getting out to explore all the amazing places the Pacific Northwest has to offer.